Hello, brothers and sisters. This message is in response to a friend, and I still consider this person a friend, who just wrote me privately saying, well, Leonard, essentially disagreeing from what I interpret the president's decision yesterday, our president saying that it's not right to blame immigrant children who were brought here as babies or very young due to no fault of their own for them to be punished. So, in effect, somebody being brought here at the age of 2 years, like the captain of the space shuttle that I met, who was brought here at the age of 2. I met this gentleman with a traveling group from NASA at Estrella Mountain Community College back in early 2002 or 3, somewhere around there, 1998, in that area, who had captained the space shuttle but was in effect brought to this country without papers as a small child from Peru. I just say to my friend this. My friend brings up, the saying, the statement we continually hear from folks who say they're following the, quote, letter of the law. What don't you understand about illegal? Well, here's the facts. I think our friends that keep quoting this about what we don't understand about illegal is this. I want to ask them a question, and this is going to show what kind of people they are that make this statement about what don't you understand about illegal. You see a person drowning, you come upon a pond where a person is drowning, there is a barbed wire fence surrounding the pond. Upon this barbed wire fence are signs, multiple signs that say no trespassing. It's a law, and it's got the Arizona Revised Statutes on it. Now, I asked my what don't you understand about legal to my friends and letter of the law. You see the no trespassing sign, letter of the law. You don't want to break the law and save the person's life like a reasonable and prudent person would do? Or do you say, no, I'm going to say to myself, what don't I understand about illegal? That's illegal. I'm not going to save that person in there drowning because that there sign, the no trespassing sign, says no trespassing. That's breaking the law. Now, they're going to say, well, Leonard, that's not fair. No, that's exactly fair, brothers and sisters. And I'm sorry to my friend. You know who you are. I still love you as a brother. And I know who you're talking to with my other brother, who just can't stand this president. But the fact is, this is why in our American system of jurisprudence, we have human beings as our judges. We don't have robots and machines. Because, okay, look at King Solomon. When he had the two mothers who both claimed that the child was theirs, he wisely pulled the letter of the law on the two mothers. Of course, we know the story. I'll just cut the baby in half, and therefore justice will be equal, and the letter of the law will be followed. Of course, the real mother, who loved her child, tried to disclaim the child, and right off the bat, the wise King Solomon knew this. Now, some of you will ask, well, King Solomon would have really cut the baby in half. He would have followed the letter of the law. Okay, go ahead. Follow your letter of the law. Secondly, in our American system, unlike in other systems where there are no extenuating or mitigating circumstances, and I know you hate that, we have things like first degree, second degree, third degree murder. We have manslaughter. But you want the Old Testament to be employed here. The Old Testament system of law where, you stone people to death, all of these types of things. You punish the children for the crimes of their parents. Very good. Thirdly, let me give you the example of a gentleman who's passed away since I met him when he came to speak at John Kerry's event in Tempe, Arizona. Mr. Herrera, Sylvester Herrera, Medal of Honor winner from Arizona, but brought to this country from Mexico as a baby. Now, I tell you, my brothers and sisters, especially to the brother here telling me, what don't you understand about illegal? When Mr. Herrera was charging the Nazi pillbox that was shooting at them and about ready to kill his buddies next to him, I don't think his buddies, his fellow GI, said, Sylvester, what don't you understand about illegal? Where's your papers? No, they said, Sylvester, get up there and save us. Sylvester gave his legs. I met this man. His Medal of Honor around his neck. And yet you sit there, these people that quote us, well, don't you understand about illegal, telling us that they're so sanctimonious and so righteous that they would punish children for the crimes of their parents. Well, if you want to follow the Old Testament, if you want to follow the Taliban way, where they blew off the faces of the Buddha in Afghanistan, where they cut off the noses of young women, if this is what you believe in as America, well, I have to tell you, we don't have the same idea of what our democratic conception of America is, democratic republic. Yes, we are a nation of laws, but our laws are to be employed wisely and humanely. That's why we have, again, manslaughter, first degree, second degree, third degree murder. That's why we have human beings as judges and not machines. Because machines don't have wisdom. And when you say to me, you're going to follow the letter of the law, what don't you understand about illegal? You're telling me you're more like a machine. Well, I just pray to God they don't put you in as a judge, because that's what we've got going on in the Supreme Court right now. That mode of thinking is what gave us, separate but equal. You black children are getting the same education over there. You don't have to go to the white school. You Mexican children can go over there. That's the same letter of the law thinking. Plessy versus Ferguson thinking, if you will. Dred Scott. Send the slave back to the South. He's still property. Letter of the law thinking. What don't you understand about illegal? No compassion, no mercy. Those who show no compassion or mercy, brothers and sisters, they shall find it not themselves. They lecture us. It's called karma. It's called what goes around comes around. That is not a Christian view or a Buddhist view, a Muslim view, or even the view of any decent human being to punish children. I say thank you, Mr. President. Thank you, hallelujah, happy Juneteenth, for this almost second type of emancipation proclamation, where this horrible extremist governor, Jan Brewer, unfortunately, our laughingstock corrupt governor joke here in Arizona, was going to go after these children. I served next to fellow soldiers who didn't have papers, and I didn't ask them where their papers were when they were covering my bacon. So I guess we have disagreements here about, what don't you understand about illegal? I would jump in to save the person drowning, to save the child drowning. What would you do? I would follow what the law says. I would follow what is legal. Okay, you do that. But remember, you have loved ones too, and you better hope it's not one of you, what don't you understand about illegal people, that are going to be there when your loved one needs help. Because I would give the same consideration to your child, brown, white, Mexican, Chinese, Martian, whatever. It doesn't matter. I don't care about that. That's why Abraham Lincoln, a great president, got back into politics, because of idiotic, stupid decisions like Dred Scott that said slaves were property and had to be returned back to their southern landowners. So I'm sorry you feel that way. And for my friend who said, La Raza is racist. La Raza is racist. You know, like I said, I don't see no La Raza people burning crosses on your lawns with triangular white hoods. Okay? So please, spare me. Let us tear down this wall of hate around Arizona and around this country that has been built up by extremists, corrupt monsters like Jan Brewer and Russell Pierce and Arpaio, where people are dying, being murdered, and excuses being given are for their deaths. The last one, for example, brothers and sisters, he died on a peanut butter sandwich, choking on peanut butter, when his own mom testifies that he was allergic to peanut butter and never would have eaten it. This is what you follow. You follow those folks who stoke hate and provocation against our president. But I tell you this, if you folks think that those folks are going to break our Constitution, I may be 47, I will be right there in line again, next to my brothers and sisters who believe in a democratic republic, who will make sure our Constitution is followed. Thank you.